Girl, why Karlissa said her mama and Blueface daddy round there trying to swap the baby for another DNA test. And she said since folks was trying to spill her tea, girl, she decided to spill the whole tea kettle and start exposing everybody. And she started speaking on her trauma again. Child, her and China need to link up. Chrisean need to link up with China too. Since she running through everybody, she need to go and run around there to China, cause China stay windmilling for her.
Facts on the Bible.
Only if you eat some oatmeal first.
No.
Don't tell your grandma no. No, come over here and give me some sugar. That sounds like a good idea, right? Okay.
I want to.
Hey, y'all. Good morning. Top of the morning. Good morning, y'all. So I see these two-faced ass pages trying to go pull up my criminal record, but we already know I already told y'all what my charges was when I met y'all. So don't be trying to bring up shit like it's new shit, okay? Let's worry about what Big John and my mom up to with that baby over there. How about we worry about that? Okay? Let's worry about that. But anyway, they gonna get that DNA. Secondly, girl, they over there pulling up that I punched a kid in the chest for jumping on one of my kids. That's what you're supposed to go down for. That's what your criminal record's supposed to say. Your criminal record is supposed to say you protected your kids at all costs. That's what your record's supposed to say. Only thing I ever been in trouble for was protecting my kids. When a person jumped on my son and was calling him a nigger and kicking him with some cowboy boots, I bombed on him. Get the fuck off my son. Just like that. We ended up in a court. Bada bing, bada bang. Probation. I ain't never been to court about none of my own kids. I ain't never been to court about none of my own kids. And I ain't never been to court about no kids that ain't never did shit to my kids, okay? The other charge, I beat up my friend that I was in a relationship with because she revealed the relationship to my 16-year-old son that I did not want him to know. And yes, I beat her up in her house. So those are the only two ever things that I ever been in trouble for. I ain't been in trouble for beating on my kids. I ain't been in trouble for letting nobody touch none of my kids like them other people that's trying to give y'all some bullshit trumped up charges. Tell them what the charges was. Okay, them my two charges. So yes, and I ain't never lied. I always said I've been to jail for rocking a kid's shit that was kicking my son, calling him niggers. Yes, he got in trouble too. He had an asthma attack after I punched him in the chest. I had a baby on my hip. It wasn't like I could get in there and break it up. I had Callie on my hip. She was barely like maybe even 2 years old. I had Callie on my hip. Went out there, seen the kids came running to my house. The neighborhood kids came running to my house. He beating your son. Now my son is 6. This little boy is 9 going on 10. Big hefty white boy too. And he had on some cowboy boots, kicking my son, calling him a nigger. Yes, that's what happened. So when I got there, I could have did like this and broke it up, but I did like this and I broke it up like that because that's what my mind told me to do for my kid. Your mind got to tell you what to do for yours. But I don't give a fuck if my kid is 10 or if they 18. When they jumped out the car, putting them up, guess who got out the car with them? I got out the car to be a mom and tell my kids, no, stop, don't. But before I could say no, stop, don't, we squared up with 3 other people. I fell, bumped my head. I didn't get to do much, but I did try. So if you come running up to one of my kids, just like they is about me, I am about them. Now, my mother, on the other hand, when somebody was chasing me to fight me, she had shut the door on me and let me work out there by myself so I could learn how to work. I would never do that to Callie. I'm going out there and at least watch the work. And if she can't handle the work, I'm going to make sure she figure it out. No, my mom shut the door. When I ran home, my mom locked the door behind me and said, handle that work. That's what my mom did. And when I went out there, I figured out how to handle that work because my mom locked me out there to handle my work. What, Pumpkin?
Sorry.
For what? What you do? You pee-pee on yourself?
No.
Well, what you sorry for? Yes, because if y'all chase Journey home, just know, I don't give a fuck if I'm 65 or 85. I'm coming out there with that work. I'm coming outside with her, and we're going to see what we talking about. You're not finna chase my baby all the way home. Literally chase me home, because y'all know the mouth I got. I've been having this mouth since I was like 5 years old. My grandbaby got it, so I already know what time it is. Journey got the mouth. I got the mouth. I already know what it is. I'm literally, ask my friends. Ask D-Shell. My friend will tell you right now. My friend was my friend in 3rd grade. She will tell you my mom let me get that work by myself. 2, 3, it didn't matter. Get that work by yourself. 6 years old, get that work. No. If the kids knock on my door and tell me you jumping one of my kids, just know I'm coming outside. And when I come outside, I'm not coming outside to be like, yo mama, okay? Not doing that. And then the other lady that's sitting there with her that's talking shit, trying to tell y'all that I got some charges, child endangerment charges, whatever the charge was, I'm telling you what happened. And the other lady beat her son ass in Walmart, and then cameras caught her ass beating on a baby. He wasn't even 2 years old when she lost her baby. And how she got him back is even worse, but I'll let her tell you that part of the story. So, them charges they got over there is different from the ones I got over here. Mine's is for protecting. Theirs is for selling kids, okay? And beating on them. So we not the same. We are not the same. So while they over there trying to figure out how to run up my charges, run them up. Because I'll do it again. I'll do it again. And if you ain't never lost none of your kids, you know what I'm talking about. Because they lost theirs. Both of them. Exactly. There you go. I'm not entertaining them. I'm entertaining y'all. I'm just letting y'all know the real, because they keep trying to manipulate some truths, and I don't know why. Just tell the truth. Your man wanted to sleep with me. Your daddy wanted to sleep with me. I was 12 years old and y'all mad. And the funny part about it is he don't fuck with neither one of them. He don't ask them to get him to get up to take a picture with them. He don't fuck with neither one of them. You know why he don't fuck with neither one of them? Because he changed his life and he's saved now. And he don't appreciate that they was okay with that. What type of women are okay with that? If my father, and I love my father probably more than I love any of my kids. I love my daddy. I love my daddy with my heart and soul. If my daddy had did anything to one of my sisters, that love would have disappeared. I'm sorry. You can't have this for breakfast, Pumpkin. Grandma gotta make you some oatmeal first.
No, I want oatmeal.
You can't have candy. You want some cereal? You can have some cereal.
I want
We not eating that before breakfast. We is not eating sugar.
I want ice.
We can eat this later, but you gotta either oatmeal or some Cheerios. Which one you want?
No, I don't want this one.
Okay, which one you want? Unfold your arms. Let's talk about it. Anyway, no, we're not eating no candy until we eat some food.
No, it's my candy.
I understand that. I understand that it's yours. And if you hit me, I'm going to whoop you back.
No, it's mine.
Okay, I don't care.
No, it's mine.
Go sit in your chair, Journey Pie.
No.
Go sit in your chair. Let's eat.
No.
Don't talk to your grandma like that.
I want to.
Okay, now you're really not getting it.
I want
She already a handful. What is you talking about? She gonna be a handful. She already a handful. But that's okay. I got 2 hands and 2 feet. She good over here. Yes, y'all have to remember, she is 2 years old. I know she a big 2. That's how they treated my kids too. Like they 5 and they know. When they 2-year-olds, you gotta work with them. You can't just body slam them and be in Walmart and fucking lose your kids to Walmart. Okay? And I know what it's like to lose your kid. because I lost mine to her dad. I know what it's like to lose your kid, but for it to be your fault and you lose your kid, that has to be a horrible fucking feeling. It has to be one of the worst feelings in the world. So I could see where they're angry. But don't be angry at me. Talk to God about it. Y'all chose to believe. Y'all chose to believe because y'all wanted to believe in something that was very wrong. That man was digging in my coochie until my coochie was raw. I was 12. I was waking up every night in the middle of the night like, what the fuck is happening to me? How and on earth as a sister and a mother do you stand? How do you even live with yourself and look in the mirror? How? And y'all out here worrying about me punching a kid for jumping on Andre and you knew exactly what happened? Girl, I don't got no shame in none of my games. None. No shame in none of my games, okay? I don't got no shames in none of my games. Y'all, on the other hand, beating your kid in Walmart and letting the man rub your daughter's coochie every night. And then when I told you, you looked in my face like you was going to help me. Y'all can read it in my book. I didn't hold back. I'm waiting to drop the book when my son get out. Obviously, promotional wise, marketing strategies. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, I'm going to drop the book when my son get home because I want him to be a first reader also. But how are you mad? What are you mad at me for? I was 12 years old. I can see if I was like even 14, 15. At 12 years old, you don't even know how to handle shit like that. At 12 years old, y'all, I'm not lying. At 12 years old, I literally was at a table every morning with a knife in my hand, ready to do this man at 12 years old. Because of all of that I'm going through and nobody helping me. But my cousin who's my mom's age is a witness because I told him what was happening. And then I begged him not to hurt him or my mom. And he did life for killing somebody. So shout out to me because I saved y'all life. Because my cousin really was about to put that work in. And I saved y'all life. Even at 12 years old, I knew that I didn't want anybody to die. But my cousin will tell y'all, at 12 years old, he saw me crying on a curb. No lie, right hand to God. And when he picked me up and said, out of his own mouth, that man touching you, huh? I said, yes. How did you know? How did you know? He said, because uncles and brothers and family members is supposed to know shit like that. We supposed to know. We supposed to give a fuck. But that's okay. He did the chick with the chick with the pew. And I started crying even more like, no, I don't want my mama to die. I don't want the man to die. I just want him to stop. Girl, it stopped for like a couple of weeks. But that man told my grandma. Shout out to my grandma, my mother's mother, rest her soul. My mother's mother tricked my father and told my father that my mom was letting me move out with her. So her and my father got in the car in the middle of the night and drove for 3 days to save me, my mother's mother, and my father in the car together. This how you motherfuckers gotta be family and stick together. If y'all not family and stick together, now imagine if my mom's mom and my dad didn't fuck with each other. Now imagine if my mom's mom, because my mom only flew one time in her life. She don't fly. So she would never have just came and picked me up on her own. What? I know, I'm running my mouth. It's a tragedy. My mom's mom and my dad. So y'all talk to y'all family members because you would never know who is going to save your kid. My mom's mom and my dad got in a car and saved me. Before he could come in there in the middle of the night and get me that night, they came knocking on the door. Boo, 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 boo. Let her out. I've been gone ever since. So all them other people, I don't know them. I knew them up until 12, and then I was saved out of that tragedy. I don't know the daughter that he had. We like 7, 8 years apart. So if I'm 12, she like 3 or 4. She don't know me. I don't know her. I don't know her. So all I know is that she lost her custody of her kid in Walmart, and then my mom couldn't get the kid from Walmart because they didn't fuck with her either. So the people took the baby to the foster care. That's all I know. So they over there telling stuff that don't got nothing to do with me. They over there telling stuff that don't got nothing to do with me. You can have a candy after you eat some cereal.
No.
Hey, we already talked about this. Yes, you do. I thought so. Come over here in your chair so you don't get my chairs dirty. Sit on this chair. That's the only word you know. Okay, let me kiss first. Let me kiss first. You don't need candy. I promise you don't.
No, I don't want
Okay.
to sit there. I don't want to. I don't want it.
Okay. You want a spoon or fork?
I don't want to.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't want to.
So that's what happened with that story.
I don't want to. I'm not going to.
My mom's mom and my dad got in the car and they saved me from losing my virginity to a drug dealer and a drug addict who had literally bumps all over his entire body called, I forget what the disease was, but it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. I've never still to this day seen anything more disgusting. And it was all over his body and he shed like a snake every night. Every day he scratched and all his skin fell off everywhere. And he was the most disgusting man I've ever met in my life. To this day, the trauma is so overwhelming. I don't let my husband watch my kids. I don't let my dad watch my kids. I don't let nobody have none of my girls without me there. Not for 5 minutes. Not while I go take a shit, none of that. The trauma is so bad. What? You want to eat the cereal now? We can negotiate, but you can't have your way.
No.
Okay, well, that's fine.
No.
That's fine and dandy.
I want ice cream.
Oh, no ice cream until you eat your cereal.
No.
Journey pie.
No.
Do you want toast
No.
with jelly?
No.
Okay, stop saying no. Yeah, she has my attitude, so we have a clear understanding. I'm working on it, don't worry. Her mama working on it, we all working on it, but she's a Leo with my strong determination and my power. So we on duty. Oh, I like your dress. It's so pretty. Please, what? What you want? I want you to eat your cereal first, and then you can have some ice cream.
No.
Okay, then let's think about it for a minute. You want me to feed it to you? Here. Where's your iPad? Oh, she's such a big girl, guys. She is such a big girl. Don't laugh at our bowls. I didn't move all my furniture yet. I'm still moving, guys. I had court yesterday for Dre. I've just been all over the place. I haven't had a chance to finish moving yet. My clothes are not even here yet. So that's okay. We making do right now. What's her daddy gonna do with her spoiled behind? He was very spoiled like this too. This is Jonathan Porter at 2 years old. Ask his dad if I'm lying. This is Jonathan Porter at 2 years old, but ooh, see, that's why grandma need to help you. You making a whole big mess in my new house. So back to the story. So y'all are going to get more details in depth in the book. I'm very graphic and very vulgar, so I described every emotion, every feeling of what it's like to, you know, tell your mom in front of your accuser. Now, my mom was present. My mom was present in front of the accuser. I understand. Relax, relax.
It's mine.
You're going to spill it. You're going to spill it.
No, it's mine.
Okay.
I'm thirsty.
My mom was present.
I'm thirsty.
You need orange juice? Can I have orange juice, Grandma, please? Okay. That's her mama calling, y'all. Her mama call at this time every morning. Hold on, we're gonna leave her on hold. Somebody tell Jaden I'm on live right now. She calling for her good morning kiss. Y'all, somebody call Jaden and tell her I'm on live.
No.
What you want? Some orange juice? Okay, relax. Hold on, we gotta get her some orange juice. Okay, thank you, Grandma. You're welcome. Princess Journey Pie. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, that's the milk. Anyway, so my mom was present. She was in the room, and she asked me to come in there, and I walked into the room, and he's sitting there. So I'm shaking uncontrollably. I'm scared. I'm nervous. But my cousin, Raymond, told me, tell your mom, and if she doesn't handle it, I got to handle it. So I told her, she said, what's wrong? She said, is anybody bothering you? And I found it funny how they all asked that same question like they were familiar with the process. Like he asked it the same way. She asked it exactly the same way. Then my grandma asked it exactly the same way. So like they was familiar with the question. So she said, is anybody bothering you? And I just broke down in tears and I said, yes. I said, yes, he's touching me every night. And I woke up last night to make sure that I wasn't tripping. And he ran in the bathroom. And he stayed in the bathroom for like 20 minutes. So at 12 years old, you don't know like why he's in the bathroom so long. But when you grow up, I know y'all know what he was doing in there. But I didn't know, like, as soon as I opened my eyes, he ran in the bathroom, which was next to me. And he stayed in there for about 20 minutes. Now, meanwhile, I'm at the kitchen table, sitting at the kitchen table, like, okay, my cousin said he gonna do him. And I guess that's the only way we could take care of this. So I'm at the kitchen table with a butcher knife this long, y'all. Got the butcher knife, beating it on the table, like, bring your ass out the bathroom. Now, mind you, I'm 12 years old. Now, we was in a project, so I was rock'em sock'em every day. I knew what it was to get it in at 12. But I didn't know about that part of what men do you know what I'm saying? I didn't know, I wasn't familiar. I've been doing stuff with kids before 12, but I didn't know that grown-ups bothered kids. Nobody never brought that up. So I wasn't prepared for that. But I knew how to do street stuff by 12. I'm not saying I was just like a retarded 12-year-old. No, I'm not saying I was like y'all at 12 years old. I was a different type of 12 years old. So she calls me in there. She asks me that. I tell her, I go back out like, thank you, Jesus. She's going to help me. She's going to save me. This is not going to happen. And by the way, y'all, it wasn't like, like a little nice thing. It was more or less like this. So imagine somebody just doing that to you in the middle of the night and you just waking up and then they're gone. Then you get up, they in the bathroom. So the next night, I got to see what's going on. So I play sleep. Here he come again. I play sleep. Now, mind you, I go in my mom's room, who I already told, and she did nothing. And she in there either pretending to be asleep or dead sleep because she done cracked out for the night. Either way, I'm going to be very graphic in the book. I'm going to tell it exactly how my 12-year-old mind remembers it, how it haunts me every day. That's how I'm telling the story. Nothing like I'm telling it right now. Word for word, verbatim. So he finally comes out the bathroom, and I panic, and I'm scared to kill somebody at 12 years old. I'm scared to death. I'm so scared that I just keep sticking a knife in the table like a crazy person, and he just runs past and goes back to bed with my mom. He go back in there. I go back in my room. I'm up to like 5 o'clock. Barely got any sleep. But let me tell you what I did with the butcher knife, because I got receipts for all this shit that I'm telling you. I took the butcher knife, and I put the butcher knife in my backpack. Y'all tell me why I go to school with the knife in my backpack. This my life. Oh, you owe me. I go to school with the backpack, open my books to get my books out. 8th grade, no lie, this is my life. 8th grade, I open my backpack, y'all, and the freaking knife falls on the floor, cling, 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 in front of all the kids.
No, stop yelling.
In front of all the teachers, all the kids see it. I'm in the office. Now I'm expelled.
No, don't touch it.
8th grade, I'm expelled. I ain't hit nobody. I ain't touch nobody. I ain't hurt nobody. But I'm expelled, and this is on my record as a child. This is the damage that they doing to me. I'm expelled.
No.
This why my mama told my grandma I can go with my dad, go with her.
No.
Not with my dad, with her. Let me tell you why she thought I was going with her. So she could still get that welfare check.
No.
One more bite. You trying to trick me while I'm telling my story. One more bite.
No.
Okay, then we're not eating candy. One more bite. Let's negotiate here. Let's work this out together.
No.
One more bite.
No.
Okay, then we're not eating no candy. Okay, sorry about that brief intermission, y'all. I had to negotiate with this ma'am right here. Ma'am. We had to negotiate. Oh, I look so rough in the mornings. Don't I look so rough right now, y'all? Where's the filter lady? Okay. Whew. Anyway. Sorry for that brief intermission. So the knife falls out in the classroom. That was a good intermission because I was about to get emotional. Because, when you go to high school, you hate, having a fresh start and that being your record. You know what I'm saying? That's on your record. That's on your record forever. That you got expelled. You considered like a terrorist kid. I'm only 12 years old and I'm getting expelled for trying to protect my own Kudame. You know what I'm saying? And I knew after growing up, I realized now why he didn't want my dad around ever. And now that explains why this man always did everything in his power to try to convince us that my dad wasn't shit or, for my dad not to be in the picture, to the point where my dad really did almost give up and disappeared out the picture. But that year that my dad disappeared, he went in on me. He was going to get that ass, honey. So he thought. But God had better plans for me. Literally, y'all, through this time, somebody literally always just saw me crying in the middle of the world by myself. First, it was my uncle. Then it was this lady from church. She picked me up. This is how I got saved. None of my family was saved before me. I was first. I was baptized first. I was the only one in my family. This lady picked me up. Was it good? This lady picked me up, y'all, off the curb, saw me crying. And she took me to church. And so every Sunday, Nobody knew where I was. Nobody cared. Nobody asked. I'm just at the church with the lady. She could have been like a killer, a child molester. Now, give or take, I will give my mom a break because she was on crack at the time. But this lady picked me up. She took me to church. They taught me about, God. They taught me about Jesus. They taught me about getting baptized. I was so eager and so excited. I went to all the classes. I was never late. I was 12 years old. This is how I got saved out that situation. So teach y'all kids about the Bible, because it could be their own mama, their own daddy that they come up against. And if they don't know how to save themselves, they just going to be casualties of war. Okay? And I didn't become a casualty in my mind and in my spirit like most young girls that go through this and think less of themselves. You know how they say, well, if somebody was, molested, they become a HO or a 304. This is how. This lady geared me in a different direction by taking me and introducing me to God, so I didn't turn out to be like a robber, a thief, a killer. You know what I'm saying? The circumstance didn't take control of my soul like we watching out on what's playing out with these people. It didn't take control of my soul. You know what I'm saying? I never lost custody of none of my kids. I had to share custody with my daughter's father, because at the time she was the better parent, because I was a single parent with no job on welfare. And I already had 2 boys. I already had all 3 kids. And her father, by the way, y'all know how it is when the father is with law enforcement. I won't say what he was doing, but he was heavy with the law enforcement in Bakersfield. So her father wasn't no joke in the courts. I never got a response in the courts. They did me dirty in the courts because, you know what I'm saying? They went in there, told the people that I was a 304, a stripper. He went in there. We cool now. I forgave him. We cool now. This is not to knock her dad in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted his daughter with him because he didn't want to pay me child support. He admitted to all that. But anyway, when she got like 12 years old and she knew how to buck back and, it wasn't going so well for him, he brought her home to me. We didn't go to court. I didn't fight to get her back. Her dad brought her back. We actually dated for another year while she was like 12 to 13. We got into a relationship and we tried to raise her together. It didn't work out. And I moved on and he moved on, but we still did our thing with her. So no, ma'am, we didn't never lose my daughter to no system. She went with her dad. She was like 5 or 6 years old. He put her in school over there. Ask anybody that knows us. I picked her up every weekend on time. If I was late and didn't give him no coochie, he wouldn't let me get her. So I did some strange things in my life for my kids. Some strange things that I'm not embarrassed of. But I had to pick her up. He requested that I wear no panties. This is what people in power with law enforcement do to you. I don't blame him right now no more because, like I said, we forgave each other. We had a relationship. We shared a daughter. He raised her 50% of her life. I finished it off and I did the beginning. So we shared a daughter. So don't let these people get on here and start lying to you. Like, her father don't have no charges. He's a stand-up guy other than, having me pull up with no panties on for my visitation. But I was there every Friday, okay, with no panties on. And if I didn't have no panties on, we all laugh about it because he'd be like, you ain't got no panties on. But that's okay. He did a good job. He did what he could while, you know what I'm saying? And I was able to do what I needed to do because I needed that help and I just didn't know it. And that's how God set it up. I needed that help. But anyway, the stepmama, he had a stepmama there. It was all crazy, but we all cool now. We all realized, we all came to the conclusion that we was very young having kids and didn't know what the hell we was doing. Long story short, they don't speak to that man that was molesting me though. He don't fuck with them at all. I can go pull out some pictures of me and my daughter and her dad. We did what we had to do to get her to college. We raised her. We did everything we had to do to make sure she wasn't no teen mom, no hoe, no none of that. Okay, we did our thing with her, as y'all can see. She don't have no vicious, malicious, vindictive heart, none of that, as y'all can see. Yeah, but exactly. That's how it goes. So anyway, I'm just responding to what y'all saying, like y'all know the story better than me. Because I will pull all these people up and I'll pull all these people up and they'll tell you that them people still ain't shit. Ain't gonna never be shit. And he wouldn't let my daughter go over there. So yes, Callie has a very sweet spirit. She still love her stepmom. She still love them is not her stepsisters because that's her dad's daughters, but her and her sisters all legit. They keep their relationship private. They happy. They sisters, okay? They don't do none of this bickering, none of this fighting, none of this stuff. They ain't never had a fight in their life. Callie has never had a fight with her sisters in her life. Never. Never put hands on her sisters. Never put hands on me. Never, none of that. None of that. All you have to do is stop watching and responding. Bitch, I'm selling a whole book. Why the fuck would I do that dumb shit? I'm selling a whole book. Why would I stop responding? Do y'all need to take a marketing class and stop trying to give people advice? If you say something about me and it's not true, I'm going to get on here and tell it. Now, if you say something about me and it is true, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. If you get on here and you the man that I turned that trick with that one time to get that truck, that expedition, that one thing in my heart that I'd be like, damn, you was a straight skeezer. If you get on here and you that man, I might get on here and be like, I ain't gonna call you no lie if you got some real information. I'm never gonna call you a lie if you got some real information on me. You know what I'm saying? Never, ever. Because I don't give a fuck. But anyway, on the other hand, they should. They should never be around anyone's children. They should never be around human beings, period. That's why nobody fucks with them. Nobody in the family. That girl got siblings out the woozah. Ask which one of them. Not even my fucking sisters that I don't even claim talk to her. Nobody fucks with her. Okay? Nobody. Not them pretend people trying to get some clout that's finna act like they all kumbaya. Girl, please. You ain't never been to her house. I ain't never been to her house. She ain't never been to mine. I done had 4, 5 houses. That girl ain't never been to my house. She came to Janice's wedding. This was the late. I don't know her. She was 4. I was 12. That man raised her. I don't know. My mom left her with that man after all of that. He raised her, and then she ended up fucking up her own kid. He went to children. The people picked him up. I don't know her. So all I can tell you is what I've heard. I do not know her. Girl, I know everybody in this circus. Everybody in this circus. And they all know me. And they all know I got proof. And I got receipts. Hell, I still got the award letter that shows me and my daughter's father while they talking about she lost her daughter to her father. Bitch, you can't lose your kids to their other parent. That's like saying DDG lost his child to Haley. Y'all sounds like she lost her daughter to the daddy? To the daddy that was the popo? Come on now. I was a struggling actress. I went to court and fought my daughter's father for custody as a struggling actress, and he worked with the popo. Come on now. Somebody help them. They lost their kid to the Walmart security, okay? To the Walmart foster care. You on candy camera in Walmart. Now the child was only 2. So how in the hell is y'all losing custody of 2-year-olds? I could see if the mother suckers was 8. I might have lost custody in Walmart if a kid was 8. Because when I take Javon and Carter to Walmart, they do the Fonzarelli slide through the aisles. They run this way. I'm looking for them. I look retarded in Walmart. When I'm in Walmart with my grandkids, just know I look crazy as hell, okay? I can't think straight. I can't move. I'm probably going to catch a case leaving them in the car because I can't take them in Walmart, okay? Now, Jaden and Callie, they know how to do it. But when I make them faces that I used to make, you know them faces that your mama make, when they start cracking up laughing. Now, when Callie and Jaden make them faces, they do like they soldiers. 10 hut. But if I do them faces, they bust out fucking laughing. In the Walmart, in front of the white people, the black people, all the people laughing. And I try to do it. Girl, she went beyond that on a 2-year-old. Yank, snatch, oop, bop, boop, all that. She did all that. Now, this is the child molester's daughter. Okay, that's on their genes. They just abuse kids. They both got abusing kids. Okay, now mine was child endangerment. I boop-bopped one of y'all kids for hitting one of my kids, and I'll do it again. If your kid hit Journey, if your kid hit Carter, I feel like they can't handle it. Just know, Grandma jumping in. I'm gonna catch that same case again. Okay, me and the Lord talked about it. That was a vindicated case. Okay. That was a vindicated case. You should already know because I gave y'all fair warning. If y'all play with my kids, I'm going to play with yours. Don't send your kids outside and teach your kids. Everybody mama not okay with you beating their ass like my mama was, okay? Everybody ain't okay with that. You 9 and he's 6 and you got on your cowboy boots yelling out ninja words. The kids come running home to tell me that somebody out there beating on your son, calling him the N-word. Girl, I couldn't get out there fast enough because now I had a baby on my hip. So you know I couldn't do too much child abuse. I had a baby on my hip, and when I went out there, they told me in the classes when I had to go to them anger management classes, because they did give me the classes. Y'all know what they do. I ain't go to jail. So you know I didn't do too much, okay? And I ain't lose no kids. So they taught me in anger management classes that you could have went outside and instead of engaging, you could have got in between them with my baby on my hip. And this little boy hollering out hate speech. That's the only thing that got me off is that he was hollering out hate speech. I got 12 months probation, cleared that shit with no problem. I didn't report. I didn't go see nobody, cleared it. No problem. This what they taught me in the anger management classes, y'all. With your baby on your hip. Now imagine me running outside with Journey on my hip and somebody getting active with one of my sons. 3 years older, he's 9, but he looked 12 to me. For sure, he looked 12 to me. Drop kicking my son on the ground. Bow, bow. He got 2 kicks off by the time I got there. They told me at the anger management classes that I could have not engaged and grabbed my child out of there and took him home. With my baby on my hip. You thought that's what the police would have did? The police would have got in there with a baby on their hip and tried to, no, the police would have did what they needed to do to protect everybody there. So what did I do? I put the baby up high on my hip, popped that jab real quick, bow. And I do got a mean jab, I ain't gonna lie. Bow. Jabbed him real quick. He backed up. He had an asthma attack. He started, I tried to help him. I waited for the people to come. They called the paramedics. They got him on the thing. And I booked up out of there. Okay? I booked up out of there before the popo could get there. So they came to my house the next day and they told me what it was. They ain't put me in no handcuffs. None of that. They ain't take me. I told them what the story was. They already had the story from the other kids in the neighborhood, and that's what happened. Okay? So, no, ma'am, I'm not doing what the anger management people told me and put my daughter in jeopardy to go in there and try to hope they break it up. No, ma'am. I think I did the best thing that could happen for all 3 of them kids, because if I would have dropped my baby trying to break it up, I would have did way more than jabbed, because it was just one jab. One bop. And he backed up, okay? We didn't hear the word nigga no more, and we didn't hear nobody get kicked. We didn't see nobody get kicked with them cowboy boots. So that's the story that they over there trying to tell about child endangerment. I did not go to jail. I did not catch no, it is what it is. I did what I did, and I'll do it again. Tell the anger management people that's what I said. You believe Jocelyn when she said your breath stink? No, well, that don't make no sense, girl. I've had dental and medical my entire life, and it's never been welfare. I don't go to the same doctors y'all gotta go to. I don't gotta wait for the root canal to come in. I don't got to do none of that. So why only people breath stink is people that don't go to the dentist. Okay, if y'all know, y'all know. The people that say somebody breath stink don't have no every 6 month checkup. They don't even know what they talking about. You make no fucking sense. I've never met a person that goes to the dentist breath stink in my life. The dentist will make your breath smell good, even if your shit smell like shit. Okay, I've sent some of y'all to the dentist, and that shit that you had stinking for all your life, it was gone in a day. So if you know somebody that breath stink, they don't have no medical and no dental. Okay, let them know. I am a federal employee wife. I don't wait for approvals. I don't gotta wait for none of that. I could take your baby, put him on my insurance, and fix his whole life. Somebody tell her what a PPO is. Because I never had no HMO. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus. Because I know y'all don't got that. Yeah, Jocelyn was trying to go viral that whole show. She did. Shout out to her. We went viral. We got our job. We got our check. We did what we were supposed to do. Anyway. Matter of fact, I might go on the cabaret. I might go on there. I've been thinking about being a cabaret. I've been practicing my dance moves. And since Jaden or Callie will let me dance in a music video, I might go on the cabaret because Jocelyn might let me dance for her because I can twerk too. Matter of fact, y'all all add, since they got something to say, y'all all at Jocelyn and tell her I want to be on the next cabaret. Ask them, do they take old bitches that look younger than the young bitches, and tell her I want to be on the cabaret. Bree, I'm serious. I'm going on there. I'm going on the cabaret. You only got to fight for three seconds, right? Is it 6 seconds? I got 6 seconds in me. The baddies is too much work, but I will go on the cabaret. Tell Jocelyn to call me. I'll pull up for the cabaret. Because I can dance better than Jocelyn. I know I can. She from Puerto Rico. I'm from Africa. Shit, tell Jocelyn I'm pulling up. Yes, everybody at Jocelyn and tell Lemmy them I want to be on the next cabaret. Because I can dance. And I need to lose some weight too. Shit, play with me. She said my filter keep glitching. Girl, can you get on here in the morning with no filter? Can you do it? And you in your 30s and you can't do it. Shh, shh. When is Blue coming home? Any day now. We are at any day, guys. We are at any day. I just put the latest date on the coming home party so y'all don't be like, yo, you said the party was going to be in August. You said it was going to be in September. So I just put the latest date so that y'all don't have no fit. That date might change to the next week. If he get out tomorrow, I'll schedule the coming home party the week later. We're going to give him a week of his family time, and then we're going to party over here, party over there, party everywhere. It's the Blueface party. It's the Blueface party. Bring your best moves, wear your cutest outfit, and if you rap or you dance, you better be ready for me to pull you up there to perform. Don't walk in there talking about you do this and then you shy and you scared. Okay? Because we gonna party, and if it's time for you to turn up and get your shit off, you better be ready. Don't be talking about you scared. Have your beats and your music ready on your phone, whatever how y'all do it, and we'll tell my DJ, these braids coming out like I done went through the machine. Blueface music is horrible. Is she crazy? Girl, do you know how much money he done made off that goddamn music? Girl, bye. He broke, but he's still clear about $20K a month off that music. And he in jail. That's good enough for me. Let me make some music. Shit. I wish I could come. Girl, all you do, I'm going to tell y'all how to do it. This is how I do it when I used to be broke too. I'm not saying you broke, baby. I'm just saying. You get your ticket and you pay that $20 for insurance. It's $20. So then if you got to change the ticket date, you could just change the ticket date. They not going to charge you. Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. That's how you do it. Oh, I just know about one song that he clearing that check for. I don't know about all the songs. I just know I seen what I know about one. That could be 20K times 10 songs. I don't know how they pay them in platinum and in gold. I don't know. I just know. I know you get a check from them all. I'm just telling you one song I know. And let's not forget his restaurant checks that the man putting up. I said, let me hold one of them. Let me hold a couple of them checks. And we getting ready to reopen Blues Fish and Soul, so he will get 50% of that also. I think he should only get 20%, but it's his name, so he will get his 50% off of Blues Fish and Soul for the rest of his life. And you know me, I'm going to open one every 6 months. I've already found the first 2 locations. I just got to get all the plans ready, because what I'm thinking of doing is making it Blues, Buckeye, Cheddar, and Chili, and doing what we did in Ohio. Because it was so much easier. People love chili. There's no good chili places in the whole California. They do not have, we couldn't go get a chili dog right now to save our life. Am I lying? Where's California at? We can't get a chili dog and some chili cheese fries out this bitch to save our life. I literally have to go all the way home to get me a chili cheese dog and some chili cheese fries. You can't crave it. You can't. There's nowhere in California. And if somebody say that wiener schnitzel bullshit, I'm going to throw some at you when I see you. We can't get a decent chili cheese dog out here to save our life. We can't even get a decent Philly cheesesteak out here. Now, we could get some Mexican. Whoa, we can get some Mexican right now for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay? But you can't get no chili. You can't get no homemade chili. And chili go with fish. I love my chili with a side of catfish. So we might mix it up. You better not bring that vinegar. What vinegar? She said, girl, you better not bring that vinegar. What vinegar, Bree? Definitely not in San Diego. Girl, that's what I'm saying. My grandma gave me the best chili restaurant, the best chili recipe in the history of life. Go check out my reviews at Buckeye, Cheddar, and Chili. See, y'all thought I was just somebody's mama. My restaurant in Ohio, go look at my reviews and read. Make sure you read them comments. This was before my son was famous. They asking me to come back. I would have came back if they ain't got no snow. But that snow make a hoe not even want to go. That snow make a hoe not even want to go. I know, that stuff we had in Ohio. Girl, they had some vinegar at the chili cheese place. I do like vinegar on my fries, but not my chili cheese fries. Girl, they done put the vinegar on the damn fries, then put the sauce on top. We almost had a heart attack. Them some new people. I don't know them people, Bree. Them new owners. That's what I told them. Southern California needs some chili cheese. What? We could put y'all some Hebrew National hot dogs in the microwave. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just playing. We could put the Hebrew Nationals on the grill, okay? We grilled our dogs. We grilled our burgers. We grilled our hot dogs. Oh, I miss our food. We sold it for $250,000, and then they changed it from a chili spot because I didn't give them the full chili recipe. You don't never give nobody your full recipe. That's dumb. And they changed it to an Indian place. But I heard the Indian food is good, so make sure y'all go check out the Indian place. That's now at Buckeye, Cheddar, and Chili. Blue, how does Blue feel about all this? He's ecstatic. He agreed. He didn't agree for it to be the chili place, but he'll understand. He'll understand. Have they been deporting a lot of Mexicans in LA? I haven't seen them deporting anybody. I haven't seen it. Or else I would go out there and say some words, you know, but I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I've been seeing it on the internet like y'all been seeing it. But yeah, so getting back to, I will be pulling some people from my hometown. So if you're in Ohio and you want to get out like I wanted to get out, I don't care if you got a kid. I had one kid, but you can't have more than one kid because you probably, it's going to be too hard for you. But I would love to get you out to the West Coast and help you find your dream, whether it's film, television. I don't care if you just want to work at McDonald's. They pay $20 an hour at our McDonald's. Don't trip. You can feed your kids on that out here. I would love to start bringing women from Ohio that never thought they could leave there because for some reason in Ohio, we feel like we trapped and we just can't move. So let y'all friends know. Send me a message on the Patreon. I only fuck with subscribers. And let me know who should be first, who want to come out. Let me know your story. And because I know y'all want to meet my son anyway. And you know he need to meet some good wholesome, some good wholesome women. No point intended, Angie. I'm just playing. You know I'm just playing, girl. But anyway, yes, I would love to start pulling 30 days. You got 30 days to get your shit together for free and get on your game. Because you know I have extra room here at my mansion. I have a whole apartment set up and I'm gonna give you 30 days. You need help? Hold on, my baby gotta go to the bathroom. Privacy. Just tell me when you're done. So yeah, so let me know on the 6-Out comments. Just say I want to get out. On the 6-Out Patreon in the comments, just say I want to get out. You also have to be okay with us filming the journey. I want to film, you know, all your motivation, what you do on a day-to-day. I want to film the whole journey for you. I wish somebody could have filmed mine. So I want to film your whole journey of what you would do with 30 days out here. If you just finna run to the strip club, if you just finna run out and get a sugar daddy, I want to film it. I'm going to foot the whole bill and I'm going to dialogue the whole thing for you. And I'm going to see how y'all move. Because I'm a share how I moved in comparison to how you move. I'm going to give you my secrets. My uncle gave me 90 days. He gave me 90 days and I'm still here. Okay? He gave me 90 days and I'm still here. I had 3 kids here. I took them 90 days and I bust my ass and I made it work. I got my own place in 90 days and I was ready to roll. So it's obviously going to be easier for you if you have someone to keep your baby for 30 days. But if you don't, I will help you as much as I can. We're going to film and we're going to dialogue how you make your moves. You ain't got to do what I did. I'm just going to tell you what I did and you can do what you do. Okay? Can I be your assistant? Are you anywhere in Hollywood? Because I do need an assistant. And I'm probably going to need one real soon, especially dealing with all I'm about to do. It's 30-day free trial, though. You can't charge me for 30 days. I got to see that you know what you're doing first. I wish I could do it. I'm not going to be done with school until September. I may do it every 30 days. So if she's not popping and she can't get it cracking in 30 days, we're going to say goodbye and I'm going to pull a new person. So make sure you leave it on the Patreon. I'm going to take only people that's subscribers, only people that want to obviously help build the program, help build the network. So leave it on there. And every 30 days, we're going to pick somebody new. Okay? You got 30 days. Even if you just sit here and not do shit, we're going to share your not do shit. If you don't wash your ass, if you don't clean the house, if you don't, you're going to have you got full rides everywhere you need to go to appointments. Now, if you want to go meet a nigga in Hollywood, whatever, that's on you. You got to get your own Uber for that. But if you get out here and I want you to figure out your own business moves from your own mindset. Nino, what would I do first? I want to see what would you do first and compare it to what I did. Fuck the filter. It was hiding my grays, but fuck it. Anyway. She already explained it. Y'all late. Yes, somebody's going to record the live. But I'm going to start in Ohio because that's where I'm from. So you have to be from Ohio. Shout out to Io. You got to be from Ohio to take advantage of this opportunity. And then I'll move away from there. At least the first 2 or 3. If you got a kid, you got a free month's rent with your kid. I live in a pure luxury community, so if you just gonna come show us that you ain't shit and you ain't gonna never be shit, I wouldn't suggest doing that. I would suggest trying to come and leave a mark and try to make it easier for the next person.
Hello, Julie.
I'm in Youngstown. Whoop, yep, there you go. White-Town in the house.
Wait a minute.
Yes, Ohio only. I don't care if you're from Cracker Barrel of Ohio, okay? I don't care if you white or if you black. I'm not prejudiced. I love all people. Whoever sends me a good story, first of all, just say I want to come on the Patreon, and then I'm going to require a video of who you are, what you are, and what you've done, and I'll choose from there. If you smart, if you ain't doing shit and you just sitting there on Section 8 and you ain't doing shit, make up some shit. Okay? You gotta fake it till you make it sometime. Don't get on there and be like, so yeah, I'm just here being a house mom. No, you want to get over there and be like, so, I graduated from blah. I've been a store manager at blah. It ain't like I finna check. I just need to know you got a little bit of something to make something happen. Okay? Yes. Don't get on there and say you a babysitter. I mean, you could be a babysitter, but don't sell yourself. I want you guys to learn how to start selling yourself, especially from Ohio, because I didn't know that when I got here. My first job was a manager. I lied and told them people that I was a manager at KFC for 2 years in Ohio. I didn't know shit about management, okay? I lied. I did. Sorry. My first job was at Lerner, New York. I don't know why them people hired me to be the manager. I could barely count. But that's okay. I figured it out real quick. They demoted me to assistant manager, and I watched somebody, because I had that selling shit down. That come in my DNA. I could sell some shit, but I told them people I was a manager, honey. They tried to hire me as the manager. Them lies caught up with me. They demoted me to assistant manager. Next thing you know, everybody in that mall wanted me to be their manager, okay? I went from learners to 579. Y'all probably don't know who them is because they gone out of business, but it wasn't because of me. But I want you to have that. I need you to have, like, my kids got the gift of gab. You couldn't tell them right now that they didn't graduate from Harvard. You couldn't tell them. I don't care where they at. They gonna talk better than you. They smarter than you. They business people. So put your business. Learners have some nice jeans. Girl, yes, honey.
Stop calling me. Hello?
Who you talking to over there on that phone?
Hello.
Who you talking to? I have a podcast. I'm just starting out as a mom.
Hello.
See, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. I have a podcast. Bitch, say that. That's how you say it. You got a podcast. Somebody gonna get on here and say, I got a little interview show that I do. No, you got a she got a podcast. Uh-huh.
I'm not a point.
Would you be willing to come sit down and contact?
I'm just not a point.
I will contact your assistant. I don't have an assistant right now, ma'am. But I will check the DM and see what you're talking about right now. And I will give you a good rate. They're mad you for being a mom. Then at Rock. Girl, let's leave water under the bridge, okay? Let's leave water under the bridge. Right, they mad at me for going outside to protect my kids. Oh no, I'm an absolute amazing mom, guys. I took all my vitamins. I did all my water aerobics. I did all the good stuff, okay? I am an absolute amazing mom, okay? I love my kids. I cooked for them. I cleaned for them. I took them to all their practices. I took them on their dates. I waited in the car while they took their girlfriends on dates. You know, because they 15, 14 years old. You can't just let them go on a date and leave them. No, I'm in the car in case shit get jiggity in there. You got to make an exit route, whatever. I was in the car with my book, reading my book, waiting on my baby to finish their date. I paid for the date. Sometimes I ain't have it, but I made sure they had it. No, I'm an absolute amazing mom. God reveals all things about all moms, okay? I never bought no weed. I never bought no liquor. I never smoked, drank, none of that. I was out here literally trying to make it happen. That's it. That's all. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I never put nothing before my kids. No alcohol, no weed, no drugs, none of that. No, no, no. No, 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 and no. I ain't never let nobody put their hands on my kids. Nobody. I don't give a fuck if we was dating for 5 years, 10 years. You can't put your hands on my kids. Open a kids talent agency. I got you. I got 4 for you. Now that's a good idea too. That's a good idea. Like a agency / acting class. I did teach some acting classes. And I'm over here teaching some people how to get their attitude together. Okay? Thank you. It's all about Amani. Thank you, girl. My dad was the same way, always sober. My dad is a hell of a dad, and he chain smoked reefer my whole life, but you could never tell it. My dad passed his law exam. My dad passed the law exam on his reefer, honey.
Mama.
Huh?
He stank.
Who stank?
Him.
Who's him? Oh, the baby on TV stank? He went poo-poo on himself. She said, Grandma, he stank. All right, y'all. We had enough dialogue for today. Let's get this show going. Let's get these restaurants open. And definitely let's find a building so I can start these acting classes in this agency. That's a great idea. And that's something I would love to do, is help promote y'all and y'all kids. And don't think, one thing I want you guys to know too, don't think because your kid is bad or that your kid might have, whatever the case may be, don't ever think that your kid is not worth it because they have a bigger than, personality. And don't fight to shush that personality, because that's their gift. You have to learn how to channel whatever gift God give you. If they got a big personality, don't be smacking them in the corner and telling them to shut the F up. You got to learn how to, Journey as an example, she has a large personality. Back in the day, they would shush her and, take that from her. You have to learn how to channel that personality. Because if we take from that, the gift that she have, she won't be able to use it properly. So you got to just channel that by talking to her and reminding her every day, no, I'm your grandma. You don't talk like that to me. You can't just be like, shut up, Gareth, sit your fuck up. You can't do all that. You got to take this big personality and you got to mold it and shape it and develop it. Because Raven from the Cosbys, big personality. Somebody did a great job with her. You see what I'm saying? If you pipe that down and you humble it too much, you won't be able to use the gift. So you don't ever want to take kids because they sassy like me, or they talk back, or she has a very free spirit. She has a big personality. You want to shape that. You want to use that. You want to show her how to use that. So don't y'all be in the comments talking about, she's so disrespectful, she bad. Like, she's 2. I know she look 5, but she 2. I know she talk like she's 6, but she 2. We are not going to take this big personality and make her a little sheltered, humble, boring ass, lame ass little girl. Okay? She's going to be able to talk like, you know, Oprah Winfrey, or, you know what I'm saying? This might be Rosa Parks. You don't want to take too much out of that. I be reading a lot of old history stuff. Them people was strong, powerful people. If you humble that without doing it properly, you'll damage it. So y'all ain't finna never get on here and make me feel bad about my baby's personality. Cause y'all already know. Y'all already know. This was her daddy. Okay? Big personality. Jonathan ain't probably only had a whooping maybe once or twice in his life. Cause I learned from Dre. You can't really do all of that. You gotta work on that. That's mine. That's mine. No, that's mine.
I need lotion.
I know you need lotion, but that's my lotion.
No, that's mine.
No, that's mine. Now you say you're sorry.
No.
Give me a kiss then. Give me a kiss. Come here. Give your grandma a kiss. Now you see, you feel bad, right? That's how I feel too. Mwah. See, she feels bad now. You gotta work this big energy. We ain't finna take this energy away. Right? Right? Right. Right. She will be able to advocate for herself. Exactly. Because could you imagine? It was more than, I wasn't the only person that was messed with by my stepdad. I wasn't the only person. I'm just a person with a voice. I'm a person that's aggressive. I'm a person that's not afraid. I didn't just let it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one. There's another one. She just didn't say anything till she was almost 40 years old. Okay? I'm not the only one. Yes, Journey is at the park. She's going to run the swing. She's going to run the slide. She's going to run the country. That's her attitude. That's her power. This is her gift. You just got to learn how to work it and smooth it out, and you know what I'm saying? Gently remind her and humble her. But you don't take that big personality and shove it in a corner and make it a passive aggressive scaredy cat. You just got to gently No, right?
No.
That's her favorite word. No means no. And I cannot wait for her daddy to have to deal with all this.
She stinks.
Who stinks? The baby?
Yeah.
He went poo-poo on himself. He didn't go to the bathroom.
No. He pooped.
He went poop. My daughter was like that when she was that age. She's 19 and she speaks up and has always spoke up for herself. Exactly. We ain't about to be. But she getting it though. She getting it as she gets older. By the time she's 3, she'll have it all together. So I'll have it all together by the time I'm 3. But you can't be backhanding your kids in Walmart at 2, because they talking about no. You can't be dragging your kids in Walmart at 2 because they say no. Thank you, J. Nicole. Yeah, you can't be just sliding on the kids. Losing the custody and shit.
No.
Girl, you should see her when I try to comb her hair, honey. She gonna let you know. Let me try to comb her hair. Want me to comb your hair? Can I comb your hair?
No.
Please?
No.
Oh, let's just comb it one time, a little bit. Okay? Get the brush. Get the brush. Let me comb your hair.
No, I'm not going to brush.
You don't want the brush? All right, y'all. It's been real. I'm getting ready to get my day started. My other grandkids finna pull up and we finna have a grandkids day.
I'm not going to get brush.
My daughter has a saying, and she 21, about to be a chemical engineer. Okay, girl, shout out to you. Congratulations over there. Her daughter finna be a chemical engineer. Right, you have to have some emotional control. Exactly. And you know, when you have a kid at 17, I'm not making excuses. You don't really understand that, especially if people just been beating on you your whole life. It sucks. The first kid is always like the practice kid. I'm the oldest kid I know. I mean, my stepdad used to beat us with belts until we was almost naked, like beat our clothes off. We'd have whelps all over our legs, and our mom would just sit there, and I never could understand why would she be just letting this stranger beat us like this. It was illegal. It was crazy. It was demonic. I never seen anybody do their kids like that. Oh, yeah, I be putting the berries and the juices and the coconut oils in her hair. And I have 16 grandkids, one great-grandson. Keep up the great work. Ooh, shout out to you. That's a village over there, girl. You don't know what I would do for 16 grandkids. That is a true blessing right there. She got 16 grandkids. Girl, my bestie got 11, and I'm trying to catch up. Who else want to have some more babies with my kids? Who else want to give me some more grandkids? It's disgusting. Girl, she know all her words, honey. She told me to calm down. You know, she the girl, so she probably gonna, you always gonna look up and she probably gonna be around. Them little boys, I do my term, I get in, I get out. But Journey probably, I already told Papa I'm getting ready to order her bedroom set and put it right here next to mine. He trying to talk me out of it, but I got a spot for her bedroom set to go right here in my room with me. You broke that cycle. You know my grandma broke that cycle. My grandma literally had every single one of her grandkids live with her. I'm gonna just, I ain't gonna say that because that ain't their fault, and I ain't gonna bring nobody up. But all my grandma's door was always open for us, and I thank God every day, rest her soul. I wish I could have did more for her, or I understood. But without our grandma, you are nothing. My grandma saved so many of her grandkids. Woo, she saved us, honey. I'm just trying to live up to what they did for us. She has a big vocabulary. Yes, girl. She knows, like, she be like, you want some asparagus?
Yeah.
Give me my stuff, trying to be slick.
No. It's my stuff.
That's not your stuff.
No, it's my stuff.
Give it to me.
No.
Give it to me now.
No.
Okay, I'm going to count to 5 and see if that works.
Mine.
Give it to Grandma. Come on.
No. That one's not.
Okay, let's share it. Let me see it. Come here, let me see it. Black and Beauty said we got 3 million people on here. Hey, girl. All right, I hope y'all sign up for my show that I'm getting ready to put together. So I'm going out on a whim with this. You got to be from Ohio, because I know how to check y'all people from Ohio. I know if y'all steal something, I know where to get it back from. She probably had nobody else to watch her child, so she can work. Karlissa can't have him there with her other grandkids. Y'all, yeah, we not judging, but we know better, and we know who should and who shouldn't be watching nobody's kids, and that just goes to show that some people are just ready to put $1 over their kid's head before they get a welfare check. Before I just let anybody have my kids, I just sign me up for the check. You know, that just goes to show how much you care about your kids. You know what I'm saying? It sucks that we have mothers out here that don't really give a fuck about their kids, or who got their kids, or, you know what I'm saying, they willing to take chances with their kids. That we have those people out here. You know what I'm saying? If somebody lost their kid, custody of their kids, you can't watch my kids. I'm sorry. You can't watch my kids if you lost custody of your kids. Okay? I'm sorry. I understand, but you can't play with mine. And y'all willing to gamble with y'all's just goes to show what we've been saying, that you really just don't give a fuck anyway. And that's just who you are. That's who you're going to be. We're going to pray for y'all. We are surely going to pray for y'all. That you grow the love that it takes to love your kids. Because you're going to have grandkids one day too. And you got to answer to your kids. I got to answer for all the pressure that I put on Dre in his life. I got to answer for all the responsibility that he had. Even though we all know that's a cop-out, because we all had to be older siblings to our younger siblings. We had to babysit. We had to help mama. But you still can't take from somebody's perspective. If they feel like that was too overwhelming and that made them, you know, a certain type of way, that's not, you know, that weakened them, we still got to give them their perspective. I'm not taking that from him at all. But I'm just saying we all have to be responsible and accept what we did. And what we just said, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. After the warnings. You know, I feel like I made all the best decisions I could for my kids. I've been there for them. I'm still there for them. I'm the only one in that courtroom. All these clout chasing ass people talking about Dre this, Dre that. Wasn't nobody in that courtroom but me and Callie. I didn't see a motherfucker. John was there in spirit. He said a prayer with us for Dre. But like we've been seeing, Dre was 16 when he went to prison. My mother never went to visit my son one time. My father went. My grandparents went. My sister went. My mother never went there once. Never gave a fuck to go visit him one time. Now, she done visit many a niggas in jail before. My mama done been to the jail about them boyfriends. You know how they do. But my son, never once. Them people that's hollering, old Dre, they wasn't there to help yesterday. They wasn't there to talk to the attorneys. They wasn't there. Only person that was in that courtroom was the same person that visited him in jail. Me, Blue, and Callie. So all of that faking, all that bullshit they doing over there, you see. Dre, you know how it is when people go to court. Family members is supposed to show up and support family members so that the people see that you can't just railroad somebody, because it's going to be advocates there for them. It's going to be people there for them. Now, all them people that was doing all that clout chasing, not now one of them probably even knew he had court yesterday. Don't know what happened. Don't give a fuck. They're fake. They're phony. They're frauds. If one of my grandkids is going to court, going to mental health, whatever it is, you're going to see me. You're going to see me. I'm going to call and say, my daddy know what's going on. My daddy know every step. My daddy talking to the lawyers, the DA. My daddy know what's going on. My daddy's involved. My sister's involved. Them other people that did all that clout chasing, they wasn't there. Didn't show up. They're all fake. Everybody's a fake. Everybody on this whole internet knows that Dre was going through a mental issue, a mental breakdown. Everybody on the internet watched it. Not now one of them people that was over there advocating, pretending like they give a fuck. Not now one of them was there. Not now one of them people showed up to say, you know, prior to this, he was already having, you know, PTSD from his whole life. Nobody was there for him yesterday. To say, you know what, he doesn't really deserve to be in jail. He needs mental help. Nobody was there for him. Not none of them family members showed up for my son. Knowing, we all watched this, so we all know he need help. We all know he went to jail at 16. We all know he lived a very rough life. We all know that a female guard got, we all know everything that he going through, and none of them was there. But they get on this internet and play like they give a fuck. That's what they all gonna do. They gonna get on there and play like they give a fuck. We was on the phone with Blue. Me and Callie was there. My dad was talking to the lawyer. My sister was with my dad talking to him. They live out of state, but they'll be at the next one. And them people probably didn't even know he had court yesterday. Didn't give a fuck. But they gonna get on here and pretend like to y'all that I'm a horrible mother and they care so much. And they're blatant, the worst, that's the worst clout chaser you'll ever see. Those are the worst clout chasers you'll ever see. Yeah, I'm guilty. I cuss all the time. I gotta work on that, but yeah, don't bring your kids around me. I cuss. I'm so sorry. I'm a cusser. I've been cussing since I was 12 years old, girl. No, Journey luckily doesn't say no cuss words. She know what to say and what not to say, and I tell her don't say, you know, if she say something I tell her don't say that. But y'all won't hear her get on here and cuss y'all out. Now she will. Because her mama and her daddy cuss too.
Make a psycho, make a traffic psycho.